We've been able to establish the source of the prohibited substances, that it came from a product that Jon took that was not labeled with either of these substances. We had it tested. The product was contaminated with both of them. We then, I know USADA also independently had the product tested. Their testing confirmed what we found. We then sent pills from the same, essentially the same pills that we had tested to be tested by USADA's lab, which also found the same thing. So pretty much every time it's been tested, it's shown that the product is contaminated with both clomiphene and letrozole, the two substances. So it should definitely lead to a significant reduction. That's our position. The way the anti-doping rules, at least with the UFC program, are written, they mirror the World Anti-Doping Code to some extent. There's some differences, but essentially, in a case like this, you can't argue that you have no fault if you take a supplement or a product that's contaminated. But you can argue that you're not significantly at fault, which gives you the ability to argue for a reduced sanction. So that the sanction range under the UFC rules would be between a warning at a minimum and of course the maximum is a year. So Romero's case similarly was a contaminated product case, and the one difference between his case and Jon's case is because of the substance involved in Yoel's case, the maximum sanction was 2 years as opposed to the 1 year here. So the possible sanction range in Yoel Romero's case was between a warning, the same minimum of a warning, but the maximum in his case was 2 years. USADA looked at it, and we were able to come to an agreement that 6 months was the appropriate sanction in that case.
Tested positive to steroids. It's as simple as that. I have a very strong opinion. But if you're gonna come over here and fight and take steroids, you're a pussy. Simple as that. You come in here and act tough, but then you got to take steroids. So which is it? Are you a tough guy or are you not a tough guy? And if you're taking steroids, then you're not a tough guy because you're mentally weak and you're a coward. I'm sure Brock Lesnar isn't giving a damn about me right now what he's saying.
Bye.